as I sit here being watched. I'm in Eva, Tennessee today, along the lake, along the Tennessee River, and I'm going to try to find some driftwood and possibly some rocks for my aquarium. And sweat a lot, hopefully not get rained on too much. I don't know if you can see all this behind me. It's just gone through. I'm here late today, so not gonna be able to film everything I want. Wow, it's getting bright. Yeah, I wanted to film right on the Eva beach. It's a good place a lot of times for driftwood. Sometimes a lot of people push them away, throw them back in the river. But if you get there, sometimes you can find some good stuff there. But unfortunately, there's a birthday party and a lot of kids down here at the beach, so I don't really want to be, and I don't know, it's just not a good look, I don't think. Oh, some shade. And it got hot and humid quick. So as I look around just to try to find where I want to film, there's just so many people that are just so, they don't know what you're doing. So many sinister people that you got to watch out for. I just don't want to be looked at like that. So I'm gonna look right beside the beach and plus give you some views, hopefully. Where I'm gonna start right next to the beach. I have a different camera, so this thing is going to take some getting used to. The film quality will be better. The filming quality might not be quite as good because it's a little tough. Like the camera doesn't look at what I'm looking at. Seems like it's a little hard to get used to. But I do like the video quality on this. As you see, quite a bit of stuff here. I see a rock that I'm curious about right here. I don't know if this is a piece of cement. Actually, does not look bad. I think I'm going to save that. Yeah. It is awful square, but hey, there's a find right there, right immediately. Definitely going to wash it and make sure that it's not cement. I'm not a very good, having thorns in it. And this is going to be tough to get around. Yeah, I'm not too good at identifying different types of rocks and stones. Just look for what's good and try to kind of test out mayflies. If you're from the north up there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're annoying. Hey, look at that. That looks fun. I know there's a place here to rent kayaks. I don't think they had that many. Looks like they already had their own. Man, that looks like fun. Oh, as I nearly tripped, I am going to zoom in and show you here the Tennessee River Bridge. That's going over from Camden, Tennessee over to New Johnsonville. And also the railroad bridge. Don't know what it's called, by the way. But yeah, there's a jet ski out there. Kind of quiet today because it's been rainy. But you can kind of see it's opening up a little bit, but getting really humid. There are the storms that just went through. And hey, look here. Yeah, there's me a rock. I could put that in the tank. That's an old pillar of some sort. I don't know if it held a, if it was an old railroad embankment or what. but I didn't have a tank big enough for that. I mean, we do have pieces like that. Those seem to be the only thing seen so far that weren't rotten. Well, I'm happy with this one. There's a mayfly in my hair, and it's driving me absolutely nuts. Come here, butterfly. I can't keep up with him. What is that? A piece of bark. This is a great place, man, just to come down and unwind. That's why I really wanted to film at the beach today and kind of show you the all the little recreational areas right there, because that's a great place to bring your family and just, man, get off the phones, get out, quit worrying with all the political strife in America, and just, man, just get out and enjoy the wind and the sunshine and the water. The sounds of the waves are amazing. That doesn't relax you. There's something bad wrong with you. All right, mayfly. I hope I don't get a shoe full of water. That one's a little too big. You can see from my shoe there. Everything I'm seeing seems to be a little big. So I did find one rock. I don't know how long I'm gonna carry this rock around before I have to go to the truck. This rock does not seem bad. This one right here. See this camera? It seems like I'm right on it, but it's like it's under me. And that thing surprisingly weighs a ton, and I'm not going to be able to carry it around and this. I may come back for that. But if you could hear the sounds of the humming sound, I don't know what my microphone's picking up, but Kim Moore's is just across the river there. I was debating whether to do a full driving, turn for turn driving directions to this place. And that's what I did in my last video, but I got no feedback because I think I put, not really, I don't know, YouTube may have squashed my video, because what I did was I went to the plane crash site of Patsy Cline, and then I drove to a little place over in New Johnsonville, just outside of New Johnsonville actually. It was a guy named J.D. Howard, who was one of the most notorious killers in America, in American history. And he had gotten a farm there and had 2 young children, and they had died like 2 days after birth, and he buried them there in the field. And there's a big monument. And I know you're going to say, well, who is J.D. Howard? Well, J.D. Howard was actually Jesse James, the notorious train robber who shot everybody in the back, part of the James gang. He'd gotten an assumed name, moved to a little place out here, a little farm, raised horses, wound up moving to Nashville. And so you can go there and actually put your boots where Jesse James had put his boots. You can stand in the same spot right there in front of the grave. I assume that he dug the graves. Let's see if I can get mobbed by mayflies. For some reason there's a late mayfly hatch out here in the middle of July. Not a big one, of course. I don't know if you could see the boat, people enjoying it. Man, right here is awesome. I am so cool right now. I do see some things there that I could possibly use break off pieces, but man, getting to it is snaky for one, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't like getting eaten up by ticks. Yeah, there's a nice little boat. I don't know if you can see it. Pretty nice. People out now that it's gotten sunny. People are out. But yeah, I did a turn for turn, filmed it. Unfortunately, my camera had kind of gotten wrecked, and I had to use my GoPro, which gave me a lot of trouble. I had to film that video like 3 times before, for some reason, it quit erasing it on the memory card. I actually got a different memory card, so maybe it was the memory card. But I struggled with it, and then I think YouTube kind of squashed the video. Like, I got quite a few likes just like in just the first few minutes, and people watched it, and then all of a sudden it just was cut off. And I think because I had the video title was Notorious Killer Buries 2 Babies in This Field, and I think YouTube kind of squashed it. So I'll try to promote it here. I mean, there's nothing, you know, we're not promoting anything that he did. It's just kind of a unique part of history. I'm going to go put this in the truck because this rock is killing me. It's actually wet, soaked with water. But, you know, I've tried changing, you know, through all my tags and through the description and everything. I took out anything that would refer to, you know, I think I forgot what I actually titled it, but it still has gotten no more views. It got to like 207, like really fast, and I was really excited about it, and then nothing, zilch. So I think YouTube squashed it because of the title, and I just don't know another way to get it to go. Still might be some content in it that, not the content, but the description, I don't know. All right, but I'd, you know, read online, a lot of people said that it never really bothered their video. They didn't have, but people with a big following, they're just gonna click on and watch the video, and they don't really have to be promoted by YouTube. People just get on and watch. But unfortunately, I'm a very small channel. I have 123 followers as of right now. I really thought that video would kind of take off, but now I've gotten a lot better video quality out of this camera, so hopefully everything will get better. I just got to get used to the camera angle. I don't understand why it seems like it's lower than what I'm pointing at, so I don't know. But the video quality is amazing. I love it. It says it will shoot in 8K, but I've not seen anything that looks like 8K come out of it. So we'll see. You know, everything I've got to view it is a 4K, but it still should be some of the best looking 4K you've ever seen. And it just doesn't look any better than 4K. Here's the boat ramp where everybody puts their boats in. See, there's kind of like where I was showing you, like to get through. It's just swampy, snaky, really dense. I'm not going to go through that. Seems like a bad idea. The last time I went and did this, I was eaten up by sea ticks and chiggers, and it was not fun for a few weeks. I don't know if you've ever had a couple thousand chiggers bite you, but man, it sucks. So if you see kind of an odd camera angle, it's where I'm watching where I'm walking and just assuming that I'm filming in the right spot to where I'm looking. But now I've just got to get used to this thing. Hey, that looked good at the bottom of a tank, wouldn't it? Now here's something possibly feels really soft. I think it's really soft inside of it. Kind of papery. There's an old fish head. Eat them up, yum. Roly-poly fish heads. All right. Only people who were alive in the 80s will know that. yeah, still, you know, even if I don't find a lot, yeah, it's still pretty relaxing. Getting a little of somewhat exercise. I wouldn't really call this the best exercise ever that I'm doing, but at least it's walking. Being a little active, climbing up hills a little bit. My camera probably doesn't show how steep everything is here because it's pretty steep stuff. Hey, we got rocks all over here. Some big boys. And I don't see anything. I have the smell of something's dead over there. I don't think I want to get into it. It smells like fish. I'm sure somebody cleaned some fish probably here. Dumped them right there. Man, I am sweating right now. I'm debating on doing videos on days like this, especially you know, time-lapse videos. Man, I am such a cloud nut. I love, you know, neat looking clouds and just watching clouds and just seeing the different structures. Watching them, I mean, I could see it before my very eyes exploding up there. I don't know how grainy that's going to make it right there as I try to zoom in for you. But yeah, those are the storms that again just went through, so should be clear of that. But there is another line for a 10% chance of rain today. That's all it's done. Hasn't been heavy rain, not on where I'm at, but driving down here I ran through quite a bit. Thought this day was going to be a washout. So therefore I probably don't have a lot of time that I normally would. I could just spend all day down here. Oh, there's plenty of rocks right there, but I bet they'd throw a fit if I got in them. Man. Oh, there's some dead fish over here, and it smells delicious. Scrumptious. There are some things here, but now if you dig around here, this whole area right here was a big Civil War battle. So, and if we go to Pilot Knob, I'm not going in the museum, but there, you know, there's definitely was a lot of Civil War activity there. And if you can get through the dense foliage and these steep inclines, and I mean steep, you might find some things. Wow, that sun is brutal right now. There's my next round. That was pretty far off just a minute ago, so I'm gonna have to hurry up before it ruins the rest of the day. But it wouldn't be so bad if it clouded up. I would take the wind and the clouds. If I could get over there, boy, that looks so dense. I've never been over there. I do know a lot of people in this area, so I could probably get to a lot of places that I wanted to without too many people fighting and being mad at me. But man, what cost? Man, there's some guys fishing, enjoying the day. I'll guarantee you they're not too worried about anything. Man, it's just so beautiful. That's just what I want everybody to do. Just get out and quit hating each other and just spend time out. Just out. Walk through the woods. Stand, look at an open field. Man, there's just beauty everywhere around you, and there's just enjoy the weather. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know if any of you guys are cloud nuts also, because I just don't find anything to put in the aquariums. But I am going to say that probably right around March and April, when this thing just starts dropping after winter pool, you're probably going to find all your best stuff right at the beginning of spring, early spring. And I hear it's just midsummer, so everything's been either thrown in the river or just washed away by a good rain back into the river. I know when my grandkids are down here, and I was the same way when I was young, so it just thrills me to death. It's annoying because they don't want to quit doing it, but I'm sure I was the same way. There's something about little boys that want to throw rocks, sticks, sand, anything they can into the river. And it just amuses them for hours, and they don't want to stop doing it. It's just, when you're an adult, it's annoying, but when you're a kid, man, that was a thrill. I used to love skipping rocks, throwing rocks into the water, hearing the sploosh. I'm sure you were the same way. Even my granddaughter, she'll do it. So it's just a kid thing, I guess. In fact, I'm not going to say that, because last time we were down here, I might have thrown my fair share of rocks in the river. I'm gonna have to go to my next spot. I guess I'm gonna try to do this as a unedited video from this point, just to see. My camera doesn't seem to be too hot. My GoPro, man, it gets hot. That is so annoying. So it's super annoying using a GoPro when you're not just trying to use it for mobility and durability. When you're actually trying to get out and film with it, it's just not good. You get out in the sun, it heats up really fast. And so thinking about trying the DJI Osmo. From what I've seen, it seems to be a much more reliable camera, and I do like the low light on it. Unfortunately for the one that I have, I believe it's the GoPro 8, and it shuts off so many times, and it doesn't have good low light. And the DJI does seem to have good low light. My drone has good low light. I should have brought my drone, but it was so windy. I could have gotten some drone shots, but I didn't. I'm going to be glad to hit the air conditioner. I hope that you don't hear the sound that I do. Apparently my fan inside the cabin has sucked up something, and sweat's just pouring off of me right now. Oh, so yeah, we're going to get on down the way, not too far from here, and then I will show. Man, it's 1,000 in here. I will show you just for all of you nuts, all of you guys on the internet who, you're not buckled up. Everybody, all the Mr. Perfects out there, I'm buckled up now. Over. Yeah, I hope you can't hear that little buzzing from my fan. It drives me nuts, but I'm gonna take it apart here, see if I can't find out what's in it. I'm not gonna do it right now. Possibly when I get home. I'm assuming probably either a piece of plastic that's broke off somewhere because it's lasted for a while, or my son-in-law is a mechanic, and he said he's found mice in them and all kinds of different things. A stick, I think a stick would have worn away by now, but you can hear it. Just feels like it sounds like it's just barely hitting the blades. But if you do, let's see if I can get you a better view here. Yeah. If you do come down here, definitely drive slow, because I couldn't tell you the amount of times that I've had a kid run out in front of me, and man, that could be a bad day when you're in a big hurry. At least from here, slow down. A lot of people, at least in the old days, they used to walk right up here from the beach and then walk right up here to this store, which is no longer open. Although I did see something open, like a barbecue truck. Is it barbecue shaved ice? There were people here earlier. I see no one now. Maybe they're not open now. Whew, man, it's sweat is just dripping. And it's only, the truck says 78. My truck is usually pretty good, except for when you first start it up. I'm gonna have to get a mount for this camera. That I don't have a mount that'll hold it. And we'll go right down here, see if there's anything here. And then we'll try to work our way up to Pilot Knob. Which I'm going to say something about Pilot Knob, but I don't think I have the time to go through it today. I'm going to try not to. But the last time I was there, they had plenty of animals, and they have a guide there that was very knowledgeable over the owls and snakes, turtles, frogs. They had, my kids were just enamored by it. Well, my grandkids, I should say. And they had a great time looking at all the displays. They got a big boat inside there, a big old boat, and a little bit of the history of the area. And not to mention the incredible view there. The kids love that. And they have a video room where they used to show like a history of the area, the history of the Civil War, and of what significance Pilot Knob was. And now we went there, been probably a month ago, and I hope that's not blowing right on the microphone. We went there about a month ago, and they were showing a video, just said free popcorn, come in and watch a video. So we went in there. The kids were tired, hot. It was one of the hottest days of the year, and we got in there, and it was Hotel Transylvania. And so we sat there and watched Hotel Transylvania, and my grandkids, which are 2, 4, and 6, loved it. Absolutely loved it. They just loved Pilot Knob. All right, yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, it's a walk going up, and I'm sure my camera is not gonna show you how steep the hill is from the parking lot, but man, oh man. This is stop number 1. We'll see if there's anything here. This is just kind of a, another boat ramp, get you away from all the busy ones. I don't know if anybody camps here. Boy, they got some big rocks here. This looks like they may have they may come through, and actually TWRA may come through and kind of comb through some of this stuff. Maybe why I'm not finding anything. Nice little tree out there all by itself. On some little, can't tell if that's a pine tree, willow tree. Not sure what it is. There's a bunch of willows over there. It doesn't quite look like the rest of the willows. Man, hold on. Ho. No, I don't think I see anything. Thought I did. I do believe out of the corner of my eye I just saw a snake slither up the hill. Some birds. Maybe I'm being watched by Odin. It's kind of a God of War reference. And here's where the majority of the mayflies are. And they sure are annoying. They won't bite you if you come here. If you've never been into a mayfly hatch, they're not gonna bite you. They're just gonna worry you to death. Yeah, and that's gonna push me off into the water, so as I'm just covered. I don't think I can get, Mike could get back up that way. There's something kind of soothing. Is this a ASMR? You walking through the gravel along with the waves crashing. I wouldn't say they're crashing, but they're lapping, I guess. Old mussel shell. There are some decent rocks here, maybe, but I don't want riprap in my tank, because I'm not sure what that will do to the pH. Some of them are pretty rocks, but just not sure. Well, I guess then it's just look at the pretty views then. Man, it is really hard. I hope that this camera's not shaking back and forth and tilted, because man, it is so tough keeping your balance here on all these big round rocks. All right, nice those guys. Nice, cranking the music going down the river. Yep, I think this is going to wind up being a bust today, other than the one good rock that I found. Hello, bird. I could get over here just a little bit and see. And here comes these guys to absolutely destroy their fishing. I hope they don't go right beside them. Come on, man. Of course they do. Yeah, they don't seem too upset by it. Still wouldn't have done that, I don't think. They might know them. All right. Well, as you look down through the way, we're going to head on down that direction and see what we can find. I do believe that right there is some of the old train trestle. As you can see, that line of trees right there. Let me zoom back out because that's horrible. That line of trees right there was the old train track. So, as you can see why they had to delete the train track when TVA flooded this area for electricity to hydroelectric up the whole area. Maybe some of y'all will recognize that reference. Let me know if you do. I kind of like movie references, just throw stuff in there. Sometimes you'll hear me say something, you go, what in the hell is wrong with this guy? And it's just something from a movie. It's kind of like being watched by Odin, the Blackbirds. That's a video game reference that only quite a few people will get, but maybe not ones that are watching this video. If you never played God of War, which I would recommend, God of War Ragnarok, you definitely need to play it. Oh man, I just want to spend all day, but unfortunately this afternoon I have pressing matters. Yeah, I don't think that I'm going to find anything today. There's actually, you can see how far we went actually, because there's the boat dock we were just on over by Eva Beach. So our next one will be some old campsites. But yeah, I'll kind of promote this area too, because you know, I've grown up here. I love this area. Here we go. I'm gonna be sorry for the low quality edits because there's not gonna be any in this video. I think I'm gonna just try it. And see, I need to, start to think about, now that I have this, I'm gonna think about getting the DJI Pocket 3. Oh man, it's hot. It is so humid out there. For only 78 degrees, it still says 78. It just feels like 1,000. You can tell that's going to scare up some storms, which is supposed to rain for the next 5 days here. All right. And yes, hold on, internet. Hold up. Before you mail me a ticket. Citizen's arrest. I have my seatbelt. All right. This is considered part of the Nathan Bedford Forest Park, although it's not, I don't know, it's not really covered in. The park starts just down here, and when I get out of here, I'll just turn to my right and then we'll go through it. But I mean, don't worry, anybody, if you're looking at this, I know who Nathan Bedford Forrest was, and you know, this is not a, you know, nobody down here is celebrating the, you know, the South way of life and slavery and all that. There's no Klan meetings down here. It just was named after him. It's a beautiful spot, and you know, there are plenty of white people, black people, Mexican, everybody that come down here. Doesn't matter. You just come down here and enjoy it. Nobody's going to give you any guff. But I know with everywhere you go, there's always one idiot somewhere. So don't blame the whole area on one idiot. But hopefully this will be a good way for you to see how to navigate the park. We have our family reunions down here, and there's a lodge that probably sleeps, I don't think it's 100, but it sleeps, you can get a busload of people in there, and there's men's side, women's side, and you know, big commercial kitchen and big dining area, and that's where we have our family reunion. It's kind of a 3-day thing. Starts Friday and Sunday, and man, it's so nice. I mean, it's not, I'm just gonna warn you, it's not luxury by any means, but it's a good way for family to spend time with family, which is something we don't have enough of. You know, when I was younger, I just wanted to be out and sow my wild oats and, you know, make my mistakes, so to speak. But as I've gotten older, man, I just, you know, I'm just gonna tell you, when you start getting closer to 50, which I'm in my 50s now, you start realizing, wow, I don't have an eternity left. You know, I've got, you know, possibly 15, 20 years, maybe longer if I'm lucky. And you start to think about things. Family means something totally different as you get older. Petty squabbles and everything just don't mean anything. So definitely take care of your family. And here's a little place, this area right here, Camp McMorris, they've got a place by the lake too. It's a really nice place for kids to camp. I'm not sure what it takes to get in there, because I've never had my children in it. But now we're entering Nathan Bedford Forrest State Park. And like I say, once again, this is not, you know, we're not celebrating, you know, the Civil War, ooh, the South. We're just, hey, Civil War happened. This is historic. A lot of bad stuff. It's a very bad time in American history. And a lot of men laid down their lives. A lot of white men laid down their lives to protect black people from, you know, the horrors of slavery. And, you know, same thing, you know, a lot of people fought for slavery. But, you know, a lot of people died, and it's just a historic thing. It's just history. History, unfortunately, repeats itself. So before you ever delete anything of history, it's good to study up on it. And I may have missed my turn. Did I miss my turn? No? Possibly? Wait a minute. Is this it? Actually, I'm going to drive through the cabins. Yeah, I think this was the Camp Lakefront Road. Yeah, that's where I go. Okay. I'm going to do an alright internet police. It's about the only thing to do there, rather than drive all the way up to the top of the mountain there and turn around. Wasn't going to do that. This is another little thing to do. The lodge was actually right there to the left. The road that I turned around in, that's where you go to the lodge and the campground, and I will go down there before I leave this area so you can see that. I just think more people should know about this, because it's a really good family area. Oh man, that says 84 now, so yeah, that seems a little more like it. It is definitely heating up. So yeah, you've got those little cabins you can stay at. They're pretty nice, well kept, good view. And man, there's so much to do right here. You could go the leg, go the top, try, you can hike up different trails. So if you're definitely into the outdoors, this is a really good spot. I don't know how much it is to rent them, but I know we looked into it at one time, thought that it was reasonable enough we were going to do it. Let's see, let's turn around right here because it's a dead end. Make sure I'm not going to run over any kids. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to see it out there, but I mean, look, my mirror. Unfortunately, Ram has the worst mirrors. They might not now, but boy, they did. I mean, you can see there's the lake. There's 2 cabins up there with a view to the lake. So this was also a big American Indian, like an archaeological find here, especially around Eva Beach. I think there is actually a monument up to it. Maybe the next time I go there, I'll show that. Definitely, before school starts, I'm going to load the grandkids up and we're going to go down here. I'm a little iffy about filming the grandkids, you know. I don't know. But this is I hope that I find something for my aquarium trip, and also I really don't care if I find anything for my aquarium trip. I just like spending time in this area. I love being down by the water. When I was younger and had an ATV, I used to love to ride down here. So yeah, I'm actually having to hold the camera, unfortunately, because I don't have a good mount. My mount will not accept this camera, so I hope you can hear me on the microphone, because whenever my camera went out, also something happened. I'm not sure. I think it's because I was charging also, and I think something fried it and fried my wireless microphone. So definitely just don't have the funds right now. Life is full of surprises sometimes. Some of them not so good, some of them incredible. You just got to go with the flow. But this is the campground. I'll try to film some here. This is everybody loves this campground. A lot of my family comes here and camps and then walks right across the road to the lodge. Speed bump. So you can see everybody's here. Just a nice place. It's always lit. Everybody has LED lights strung out everywhere, especially at Halloween. Definitely recommend coming down here at Halloween and watching for chilling. Oh, they're tinting it up over there. That's pretty nice. Looks like there might be an event going on at the lodge, so maybe I won't go to the lodge. Yeah, my son-in-law and daughter camp down here and bring their camper, even though we live in the area. We don't actually live in Eva, but we live close enough to drive down here for the family reunion. But it's still just kind of neat to camp. Plenty of campsites. That's unusual, especially this time of year, because this place is usually full. Also, the next spot that I'm going is a campsite, but it's more off-grid. There's no electricity. There is so like if you have, solar panels and just want to get in a tent, and especially what a lot of people do, and just camp off-grid. There are bathrooms, showers there. that's the next place I'm going in order to see if I can find anything. But yeah, there's something else to do. I had to grab the steering wheel with my camera hand because I was waving at people. Yeah, I'm not going to go down through the lodge. It looks like they have something going on there. I hope there's not something going on at Pilot Knob as it was the last time. Back out to the road, make a quick run down to the water, and then I'm gonna have to get back to where I'm going here pretty soon. It's 1:18, so I've been down here a while. Not as long as I wanted to. I wanted to spend the entire morning, but 7:30 it was raining. Looked just kind of drizzly. I just didn't want to get out in it. Didn't think it'd make for as good a video as it would when the sun's shining. So again, I'll apologize for the shakiness of the camera, but the mount that I have to hold anything will not hold this camera. I don't know if you could see, if that shows you how steep the area is right there. It's really nice too that they've paved all the roads. This used to just be a gravel road. May have been tar and chip. It seems like I remember it as a gravel road. This is a place too. This area really just brings back memories because I used to. This particular spot, we used to bring the kids and the dogs right down to a little area here where people could camp. Oh, my hand's getting tired. And looks like somebody's here. Yeah, I just don't want to. Are they fishing? Yeah. I'll leave people with their campsite alone. Looks like I'm just gonna pass on this today. I'm just gonna take the loss for not just found one rock that I liked. Maybe a day when I can spend more time. See there, this is the tent area here. I just don't want to disturb people while they're camping. Have some idiot out here with a camera and talking to himself like a fool. Don't want to scare them. Think I'm some serial killer. Yeah, so everybody's tent camping. But definitely a spot for off the grid. And there's your bathrooms, showers. Figure out how I'm gonna turn around right here. I'm probably gonna wave at these fellers. But yeah, I used to bring my kids down here and stand in the water. Man, it's such a beautiful area. It reminds me of better times, man. I hate that my kids are grown up. They're gone. I hear so many people go, yeah, we just raise them to get them out of the house, get them on their own. I never really wanted my kids to leave. I never really wanted that to ever end. It was a sad day when they went off to college. but you know, that's life. Everything moves on. They've got a life to live, and I will not stand in the way of it. Don't want to do that. And that's how I wound up with 3 of the greatest grandkids anybody could ask for. At times. If you're a grandparent, you know what I'm talking about. They're spoiled, and sometimes they're the sweetest kids you could ever imagine, and other times they're just not. A good nap and a good lunch seems to always help, though. That seems to be the culprit anytime any kid's basically been acting up and acting bad. Usually a good nap and then some food takes care of it all. Alright, I'm starting to get cold in here now. I'm soaking wet from sweat, and my air's working good. Alright, we're going to do this. I don't have time to go into the museum, so that will be a video for another day. It shouldn't be too long before I do another video down here. When I bring the grandkids down here, and hopefully I'll have a mount where, you know, and it'll be an edited video. The one knock of this area, they used to have some awesome huge swing sets. And from the time that I was a kid to the time I was an adult, actually, they were right there where the, let's see, as soon as my mirror gets out of the way, where the volleyball area is right there. There were some huge swing sets, and back there at the lodge, there was a set of swing sets, and they took every single one of them out. So I'm assuming somebody swung too high, fell out of it, and sued. Which, I mean, that's at your own peril when you swing on a swing set. You should know that. That is a danger. That is something that you just take on. Yeah, you could wind up getting really hurt, especially if the chain busts. I don't know. Yeah, definitely looking at this camera right here, it is not showing you how steep this is. This is incredibly steep. And I know that the Federal Department of Transportation has a limit on what grade that a road can go up or down, but I think it's only on like a distance. Oh man, this is tough to make. Sorry about that, fellas. I know the camera drifted, but it's really tough, really steep on those turns. Alright, here we are to the parking area. Looks like I'll have the whole museum to myself up there. There is parking up there, like if you're disabled. Because man, this is something that you're not going to push somebody up on a wheelchair. I'm sorry. You just ain't going to do it unless you're a maniac. You won't even try it. Let's see if we can get the view up here, and I'll just show you the walk up. Oh, all right. Again, it's quiet. Oh, to kind of give you some perspective. Maybe you can get a perspective of it. I just don't know if the video, how steep of a decline this is. And I don't know if you're gonna get a good view of that. Like that's level right there. That's basically level. And then it goes way down. I believe the height of this is like 637 feet. I actually live on the second highest point in West Tennessee that I know of, which is only at 400, and it's got a hell of a hill. It's a good one to walk up and down. It's good exercise. I don't know how well you can see the river. and it's kind of thick through there. You can really see it in the fall and the winter. This thing closes 4:30. 8 to 4:30. Used to it was closed at 6. Wow. Well, I'll definitely be out of here before. Yeah, they turned it into the Folk Life Museum. My uncle is here. He used to tie trot lines for commercial fishermen, which I don't think trot lines are allowed now. I used to sell trot boxes. He was pretty famous around West Tennessee for that. I'm going to tell you, this is a steep walk. You're going to hear this fat man huffing and puffing here before it's over. Yeah, I'm starting to feel it now. You're near the end, you press on, but man, once you get up here. Call it the Tennessee River Folk Life Center. Whoa. Yeah. You won't know what I'm talking about till you come up here. Man. See? I don't know if you could see that water tower on the video at Eva Beach. It was way off in the distance. We'll go in a little bit. I'm sorry for being out of breath, but until you come here, you won't know what that's like. I've looked through this thing and it's very dirty. Not really able to see much, but you can see where the old railroad tracks were. Unfortunately, from right there, I don't know if they're just underwater. Maybe they went downhill and underwater, so I don't know. But man, listen how quiet it is. You can hear some boats in the distance. See those storms? I don't know if they're going to hold together. I can see rain. Let me see if I can't really tell what's going to show up good on this video just looking through the monitor. And I think I can see where the rain is coming out of the clouds back there. May not make it here. Definitely a cooler wind right here. So definitely a wind off of the rain. And I'm sorry for that. It is zooming in. This thing's stabilization is getting nothing on it. All right. I'm not sure what that is right there, what plant that is. Huh. There's a different look. I'm actually going to go in again, zoom in, let you see. There's the Kenmore's plant that was directly across from where we were to begin with. And there's the Tennessee River Bridge. I can see lights on power lines running across there. TVA used to run right across from there, but it has been imploded. I don't like this. It looks kind of grainy and dark. I don't think there's a tenth of the detail when you zoom in like that, unfortunately. It just has digital zoom. Not the most expensive camera ever, but definitely the video quality is good on it. All right, well, that's an hour's worth. And yeah, maybe, I don't know if you can see there, I think the clouds are coming. And unfortunately, I have other matters. This is also a forest cavalry, captured some gunboats. There should be they think a sunken gunboat here somewhere. And they've searched for it, an old cannon, which I'm sure was not a Civil War cannon, but it's just a good effect. There used to be another one right over there, and I don't know whatever happened to it. But yeah, man, the beauty and the serenity of just getting out like today, I'm happy. I didn't find anything, but you know, so what, really? It's just nice getting out in nature. When I was younger, I was always outdoors, either riding a trail on a four-wheeler or, you know, playing either baseball, softball. But as I've gotten older, I had way too much sun back in the day because I used to be vain and I bodybuilder and tanned all the time, and now, you know, I have little spots here that come up. Spots on my ears, my arms. Yeah. Wish I hadn't done it, but oh well. Maybe we'll get it all taken care of. But yeah, that's in a nutshell. I'm gonna let you go back down with me, back to the truck. I say this in every video. I need a good name for the truck. It's a Ram 2500. Nothing special, but I love this truck. Hate the anti-lock brake system on it, because unfortunately the ABS hydraulic module has gone out for a second time, and that is annoying. It went out right after it went out of warranty, and there are so many people that have problems with this because they put it in the stupidest spot ever. Right under the wheel well, where it just gets full of water. Anytime you go through water or wash your truck, it's just getting, you wash your wheel wells out, it's just getting splashed with water. And from what I understand, that moisture gets in there, causes a short circuit and burns a wire in it. I don't know if this is true. I mean, this is just what I hear online. So, and boy, going down is definitely much better than going up. But there's my truck as we go to it. So not quite the video I wanted today, but it's the video we got, isn't it? Really not much going on. I will try to bring the kids and do a much more detailed video where I go through, where I'm not going to go through, you know, and look for sticks and stuff by the water. I may go throw some rocks in the water. I may go do that. That's always a home run. If you've got kids, go throw some sticks and rocks in the water. Everyone is happy until they're not, until it's time to go. And then nobody's happy because they don't want to stop for some reason. But yeah, there she is. I need a name for it. I've been trying for a couple years now to get people to name this truck, and I've got no names. Like, I think Adam the Woo probably had the best name for, he had a camper, and it was named Large Marge. That was probably the best name you could ever name a big vehicle. I think he took it. So anyway, I'm going to get off here and get on my merry way and go kiss my grandkids, because I really miss them. Haven't seen them in what seems like about 18 hours. So I guess Grandpa's got to go kiss them babies for a little bit, and then I've got errands to run, and I don't know. may make another video, who knows. But I'm glad that you came along. I hope that you made it to this point. So if you would, please like and subscribe, because it really helped me out. And you know, I would love some actual, you know, creative remarks about, you know, my videos. If you have any help, what you liked, what you didn't like. You know, I don't need any trolls. I just need, you know, I need some criticism. I don't care, as long as it's helpful. So I would appreciate that too. That way I can help make better videos. I know, you know, I'm a small channel, so my videos are probably low quality, but you know, that's all I can do till I get a little better, get a little more time on my hands. And so hopefully that's coming. Definitely working 4 days a week now instead of 5 and 6 and 7. So hopefully that will come. That's why my videos have not been every week or even every day like I'd really hoped to, because I just didn't feel like it. But now it's not too bad. I'm feeling better, a little more energetic. So we'll see if we can make something happen. So guys, I really appreciate you doing this. I really appreciate you coming along with me. And we'll see you next time. See ya.